good on audio? I think that'll work. I think that works. All right, let's go. When I think about my stutter, it's as much a part of me as my left arm. What makes it different, however, is learning how to live with it. Now, I've had a stutter my whole life, but around the time I hit the first grade is when it became legitimate. And by that I mean it became enough of an issue for my school to enroll me in a speech therapy class. Looking back on it, I am so grateful I went to a school that was A, able to recognize my stutter, and B, get me help for it. This was around the same time the bullying started, and I won't bore you with the details, but I heard that today junior joke more than a few times. Now, as much as I hated my stutter at the time, I can see how it was so integral to my formation as a person. First and foremost, I learned that you have to work hard to get the things you want. It gave me grit. I wanted the ability to communicate my ideas just as well as the fluent people do. And because of that determination, I went to speech therapy 3 times a week for 8 years straight. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I was there, working on my fluency and learning techniques to help me detect the stutter and navigate my way out of one. Being fluent always felt like catching the wind in your hands. You can feel it when you catch it, but it slips through your fingers just as easily. When I was younger, the more I was fluent, the more I was praised. I equated it to being my best, most thought through and prepared Joseph. Now, the therapy aspect of speech therapy helped me wade through the waters of K through 12 madness. I simply cannot say enough good things about my speech language pathologist. On days when we weren't going over specific techniques, she was still helping me. She helped me work through the realization that I cannot communicate as well as most people. While I can't pinpoint it exactly, this is probably around the time I fell in love with words. When I found a letter or a sound that was making me stutter, it was extremely helpful to be able to pick a backup word and get out of my stutter. There's a specific type of disfluency we in the stuttering community call a block. This is when you are physically unable to utter a word. It can be demoralizing, especially when it comes out of nowhere. Working in speech therapy helped me understand that blocks will happen. It just comes with a stutter. But how I handle the block is 100% up to me. It taught me the importance of understanding your situation and trying to make the best of it. Now, it's not lost on me that part of my job is speaking publicly now. It's not lost on me that the AJC saw a kid that stuttered and believed in me enough to take a chance. If you could see how many takes of a single sentence I would do for an in-context video, you would know the only reason I do that is because I love it. I say all this to say I would not be the same person without my stutter and the people who helped me through it. My parents, close friends, and speech therapists have all helped me in ways I can't really put into words. But naturally, there are days where I still hate my stutter. There are days I wish I could just say the thing I wanted to say the first time and not have to go over it in my head. There are times where I will embarrassingly struggle over a consonant sound in front of family, friends, or colleagues. But it makes me me. And if there's anything I could tell a younger person or just anyone struggling with the stutter, it would be that it doesn't make you weak, it doesn't make you unintelligent, or it doesn't make you Porky the Pig. It makes you you. And I think that's something I need to hear every once in a while.